Okay, I'm back. Oh my God, I have lost my favorite cards. I don't know what happened. I mean, they just look like they just up and snafu, then disappeared. Presto changeo, just in thin air. I don't know how that happens. Hey, Divine Sunshine. So, I'm going to do this live. I already picked out the cards for this week. For that. So we have for the objective for this next week going in is dream, dream, serve, and serve. Interested. So dream. What do you dream of achieving one day? What is your perfect day? Underneath serving, we have if you could run your own country, what would it be like? And then we have what have you witnessed that has strengthened your faith in humanity? Interesting. So I would say even humanity, even would go beyond that, would say even in the twin flame community. Now, your thing that you are asking, we're asking, and it shall be given this week is, but what about those innocent little babies? So even your babies are offering vibrations that the universe is matching. And like you, your little ones are influenced by the vibrations of those who surround them. But nevertheless, they are creating their own reality. And like you, long before their physical birth, they set in motion this life experience they are now living. So right now, a lot. This has been energetically wise. This does not surprise me. It came out with because I had talked about it. I think in one of the videos, how one of the readers that I watched was talking about these new star seeds that are coming in, and these new star seeds are coming in with a new vibration of changing. So we are experiencing a lot of deaths, and I knew it was even including like my dad in that number that a lot of them were moving out to make way for new. We see currently, especially I look on my Facebook timeline, you know, you see a lot of people like, dang, oh my God, dang, this person, and you look and he's like, oh my God, this person transition, and this person transition, they father, and they cousin, and this, that constantly, they're doing this because it's a lot of great numbers of them are upheaving and saying, okay, I'm out and I'm making way for these new star seeds that's going to really come along and really change the world. They're going to shake it up, very much so. Some of them that's leaving are coming back. Like one of the reasons told me that my dad said he's coming right back. He's like, nah, you know, I ain't finished. You know, I got it now. I'm come back and kind of change some things up. So this is now what we're doing. What about, but what about these innocent babies? They're going to play a very major, big part. And this is what it's saying. And so that's why it's important for us as divine unisouls to kind of get our act together and make sure we can clear the way and the pathway so people will be ready for what this newness that these babies have to bring. Also, I would say also I would do some child because I see in the divine feminist thing this talk about healing some issues. That's not just only for the divine feminine, but don't forget about so also the divine masculine. You also house feminine in your energies as well. So you're gonna have to kind of go back and think about maybe in your time when you were a little child or you were like a little baby, and you got to kind of look back and see about that innocence like I had seen and did in the last video. You see my life talking about us coming back and becoming childlike again to heal. So this is kind of almost like a continuation again. It's like going back and becoming innocent again. And so this is what's just jumping off for me with this. This is like starting off with, if I could redo the title again, I would say starting off with a clean slate. This is it. Why we have that is because, why we having that is because angels, the angels want us to understand that we got new levels of light coming in. New levels of light are coming in from these babies. New levels of lights are coming in from us. That's why we're getting these downloads that's going on. That's why some of us feeling very energetically tired, drained, like we've been on the ropes, like we getting the rope a dope, and they beating our behinds left and right. Those are some things. This is what's going on. That's why you had this new moon, and they said this month of July we got a lot of energies going on, a lot of celestial or cosmic movements going on as well that's playing a part to why we're feeling. We got a lot of kind of regurgitating of stuff, of things coming out of us as well, and so we're dealing with those things. um so the divine feminine, what I have for you as far as in your heart space, you have healing family issues. Okay, and this is clarified by the goddess of the moon. Like I said, I can't find my cards. I don't know where the heck they done went off to. This makes no sense to me. But I bet I probably got to clear out and see. Maybe I might have put it with another deck of cards, some kind of odd way. But if I say, if I can flip through the book, maybe I flip through the book. That's another way of me doing it. But anyway, uh, family healing family issues. Why? Because emotionally, to me, they've got the goddess of moon, which is us, divine feminines, is represented by that. But I'm thinking in our energy, as far as our emotions, we're housing a lot of illusions that we really got to get into our intuition and our awareness to get down to the bottom of these things. Right now, this is what's happening as far as us healing family issues. Some of this stuff is stemming back again. Some kind of male is at the forefront of this. He's playing a very major role about this. Why you got to heal? It could be friend, the divine masculine, uncle, friend, whatever. Because my mom's like, why you always say it's daddy issues? You know, it's other forms of males, relatives that's out there. So that's one way of doing it. Also, in your mind space, you want to retreat. You really want to kind of get away. And of course, yeah, just like we talked about earlier about the energies are making us feel like, you know what, I want to kind of start with this clean slate. I want to go back and just kind of retreat from the world, kind of get my feminine and my masculine self in alignment with each other and just disconnect from the world. Because beforehand, you weren't really thinking that hard about things, but I think with the energies that's going on now has really caused you to say, okay, I got to really check in and see about, you know, what's going on with me. It's really making these energies is making us like, no, stop and pay attention to what's going on. You've been kind of like light doing it, but now we're telling you, no, stop and pay attention and stop and think. Okay, so that's what that's about. Then you got the sun card, which is in reverse. So beforehand, you want to really kind of looking at the totality. When I look at the sun card, it looks like everything underneath the sun, how everything plays a part about what's going on right now. And this is stopping you to see, you know, what you regurgitating all this stuff, making you really kind of stop and see, okay, what's going on here? How does every integral part play a role as far as me getting into union, whether it's with self, whether it's with this divine masculine, everything. And them also picking up that you're looking at this to see more of a more happier outlook to life as well. So that's why you like, I got to kind of retreat, kind of step back, because there's a lot of things. I'm becoming a little overwhelmed right now, and there's a lot of things going on, and so I just kind of want to step back so I can really see really the positivity and the joy to everything. So that's what's going to happen next week for you all divine feminines. For the divine masculine, for you, in your heart space, you have honeymoon. You really want to enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, which means to me it's like you really want to just kind of go off, get to know, even if you're not in union or you're in separation with your divine feminine, you just really want to get to know both parts of yourself at this time. You're really going to achieve that through your fifth chakra, which is communication. So the holidays just already happened. The moon energies already happened. This might be brought on by that. This feeling of this wanting to come together and just really, I get to know you, and we go and see each other and the embrace, and all I'm seeing is in this embrace, and we just lovey-dovey and on each other. That's pretty much what you're looking at this point. So you got to get that, but you want to do this through communication, getting to know each other through the communication. Okay. Also, with this is, I'll take questions or whatever later on. With that one. So let me just kind of get through the reading. If it's anything that you want to question and ask more about, release your ex. as well. He's right now in his mind space. He's saying, I got to get rid of this ex. It's becoming too much. Now, wherever this common situation it is, it's bothering him. He's got to kind of get rid of it because it's starting to burden him. His little wings not white like it used to be. It's kind of gray. It's kind of dark. So you really want to get to that point that you're saying you want to release this. Because why? You want rest and rejuvenation at this point. Okay? So rest and rejuvenation so you can kind of really get your energies back in line, so you could be able to have everything fall into alignment. Okay, fall into alignment with yourself. Really be able to meditate, because really to me I'm picking up that you got so much stuff going on. Sometimes you know how you get so bogged down you can't even really meditate or really think on anything because you just so bogged down by things that's going on. Also, the divine masculine is saying, also he's saying that he's paying attention to the red flags. He wasn't before, but now he's getting back into this energy when he wants to pay attention to the red flags, because he really wants to, I see two things as a fork of the road. Like beforehand, it really wasn't a happy family situation as he thought it was, as he going into. And so now he's really paying attention to the red flags that's going on with the divine masculine. Saying also that because of this, you want to go into your yin and yang aspect for next week. So he's really working on finding ways to kind of balance it. That's why he's saying he doesn't want to, he wants to pay attention to the red flags, because these things that's not serving him, he's seen a lot of things. Somebody's covering up some things. It could be a feminineness in it, or his energies is covering up things. He's not really, he's got all this extra adornment. So to me, he's being fake emotionally, playing an extra part, over exaggerating his thinking, those things. And so he knows he needs to come into balance right now as far as in his thinking. And then he wants to pay attention to red flags, because he's seeing now that he's becoming a little bit too attached to something. Okay. The attachment. Now it could be too attached to this idea about this happy family, to the point that, like he say, I got to release this ex, these ideas that I'm having here as well. I can get a, let's see, clear. Let's see if I can get a clarifier for that. Can you clarify that for me, please? What do you mean? Okay, this attachment, because he wants to really go into this journey, but him being chained is really bounding him from where he is, so he can't get any kind of movement. And he wants to remove the mask too, which is really him saying that once upon a time, I don't want this journey. No, I'm cool right where I'm at. No, I don't need no twin flame journey on the side with order fries. That's fine. He go around and drive through. I don't need no extra. That's it. You know, that's fine. This is what I'm doing. I want my order karmic. That's it. I don't want the twin flame journey thing. So that's also playing a role. And then also he's at the point that now he can be able to envision things. So he's got his third eye, which it says the sixth chakra. The third eye is really opening, is being the anchor, or the really driving force for what's going on here, because that's pretty much the sensor that tells every other thing in chakras what they're actually to do. And so it's really, it's really taking over, this third one. And so he's really envisioning and seeing some things more wider scope than he had ever before, because like you say, that third eye is like that extra vision to be able to see. He also is now, I say very soon, clearly decide what you want to, so that it comes to you very soon. I can see the TikTok card that probably would come out with that. He knows it's very soon, because he knows he needs to heal some things of the past. It's enough of this or whatever he's going through, especially with this linkage. I feel like in some ways that he's got this linkage with this ex here. This is some things that in the past, maybe he's known this karmic person, or this person or this ex of the past for a long period of time. Maybe he's just been holding out and staying in this issue with this person, because he feels like, you know, I can maybe help heal her, or if she's going through some issues, me being a light worker, me being divine, I'm going to be able to heal her. And so he's saying that you also being in this thing, this relationship with this ex is also healing him from past lives issues too. And so he knows that some of them are kind of at the point that they kind of scraping at the barrel. It's like, how much more can you learn? It ain't really no much more you can learn. It's kind of finished. I feel that way even with mine, with his comment. I was like, I really don't see at this standpoint what else it is for you to learn, because to me it looks like you kind of, you just stand there just don't want to get out of your comfort zone, and it's kind of like it's time to kind of move, like that push that's got to go on. Also, he knows that it is time to go on because blossoming abundance. He feels things are starting. If he don't make a decision to go ahead and do this, some things that, you know, was blossoming is going to start, like I'm looking out here now in my grass in the yard. Some of them is green. It's got patches of brown in there. And it's like, okay, if you don't water this grass soon, it's going to all wither up and turn brown and die. That's the same thing. If he doesn't make some kind of decision soon, that this blossoming abundance that he feels is on the forefront of the precipice to happen is not going to happen. Yeah, it's an amen to that. It's not going to happen at all. Yeah, it's as much as she can learn, you know. And the other day I had gotten there, I went into the store and I had seen, not seen that song that I told you about, that, oh Lord, I can see it now, where he was running, that shattered dreams, made me run away, stand to the high. I forgot that Shattered Dreams, and I showed you the video, and then on that video for Shattered Dreams, I'll try to remember to post that too. For Shattered Dreams, you see him like he was bought into this, being with this woman, and after a while she got the kids, the house, it ain't working out for him. She hollering and they arguing back and forth with each other, and at the end he like cut the ties, like almost like cut the cord. She on one side of the daggone little comic strip, he on the other. He laughing, she begging and spraying, please come back to me, please. And she crying these fake crocodile tears. And so then at the end you see him put on this top hat and he dancing by himself. And he's like, I'm on my own. That's it. This ain't working out for me. And so that's the same thing that he's at this point. It's just like, you know, it ain't too much you can learn. It's just really not. You scraping. And I heard that and I said, there go that divine masculine again, sending me the signal again that it's like, it's about time she's starting it up again where we are arguing and I keep on feeling like I want to leave. Then I heard also all day yesterday I was singing the song from Chicago, oh Lord, Cicero, and each one of the ladies are telling their story. About, I can't play on that no more because I became big time, so I can't play the songs so you all can know what I'm talking about, because they'll cut me off. But oh, okay, right. Yeah. So the movie Chicago, and so there he is that lip song. You know, it's a he had it coming. Da 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 da. Self to blame. Da 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 da. I know what it is. So it whatever he had it coming. I kept on hearing it. He had it coming. I said, what the heck wrong with me? I'm mad with the divine masculine. This don't sound right. And I kept on saying, he kept on saying it over again. Yeah, he had to say on himself, thank you, help me with the lyrics. Anyway, it kept on saying it over and over again. And I'm like, what the hell? So I don't know if this comic is baby. She's like, hey, I got to do another one. I ain't going to have y'all on here. Hey, but it got to the point that it was like, whatever it is, part of it was divine feminine. I'm going to be honest with you. Hey, it's part of you that's like, yeah. And there's a part of it, it was coming from the comment. It was like, he had it coming. I had to cut his ass loose. I'm sorry. He had it coming because this ain't working. Or some of the divine feminines, some of us are, we do speak comic. We bilingual. Someone's like, well, you had to come because you sat your ass in there a little too long. I'm sorry. Excuse me for me up there cussing. But, you know, it was like you had it coming because you should have got yourself out very soon when you seen the signs like that. So, and you seen the red flag. So now he's saying he's seeing the red flag, but your behind is still up in there. So I'm like, okay, now come on. So I had to do a divine masculine thing. Let me even ask that. So what's even going on since we in this divine feminine? Clear. What's going on? What is this? This person I'm hearing. Okay, now you know what this sounds like, divine master, try to get your mind off of stuff. And he ain't even trying to talk to her. You are so sexy. Thank you, divine master, and that sounds like mine. Again, answer my question. He does not answer the questions at all. I asked for my divine master to be here, to be a totem and the anchor for and spokesperson and divine feminine. Okay, I can't stop thinking about you. You are on my mind 24/7. My heart never knew loneliness until you walked away. I'm missing you. I'm thinking about you right now. You probably are, and you should be. And I wish I was kissing you instead of missing you. Okay, this sounds just like the divine master. Okay, you ain't gonna answer me that way. You know how they do that, like, nah, and they try to get your mind off of the question that you asked. That this ain't gonna work. Ooh, this sounds like him. I want to know what's going on. Stop trying to divert me off of what's going on here. No, you ain't slick. I'm about to ask my cards now. I miss you too, and I love you too, and all that. And you sexy too, but that ain't answering my question. You think you slick? Clear. I'm about to ask about what's going on here. What's going on? Just what I thought. Yeah, you thought you was gonna hold out on me. Oh, Kiki done showed up. Kiki, do you love me? Ram Diamond. She done showed up. I told you I'm gonna find out. You up there talking about, nah, you sexy. I miss you. I know you do. We ain't got but don't try to divert me off of what I'm asking. 5-card draw. You know I'm gonna ask the angel. Somebody gonna answer for me. Don't even try that. You see how he at? You see how he's being slick? See how slick? Talk about all this and try to butter me up with all this sweetness and all this stuff. Get out of here. All right. Anyway, now you see how we vibe. That's how he at. No. I want the answers. Don't divert me from what I'm asking for. Okay, so now what we got going on here is courthouse. Okay. So with divine, this can turn into a whole different thing. So we got the courthouse. That's why we're picking up through the energies with this. The courthouse. So he's feeling like he got to go file some papers. Some kind of way to get himself out of this situation. So he wants some justice. When I look at this is some form of justice that he wants at this time. So he's like, I got to go. I got to appeal. Maybe go talk to the angels, hire up somebody to let me know. Because right now, I want to be... Now, what I look at this, some kind of way when I look at this reminds me of him going to the bank and asking for a withdrawal. Like they say, yes, can I help you? Say, yes, I like to withdraw my karmic situation from my bank account. Okay, you want just a part of it? You want all of it? No, I want to draw the whole thing out of that. Just forget it. I want to draw that. So, seems like to me, no, he wouldn't deposit. He don't want no more of that. So he want to draw it and give it out to whoever. Like let the next. I don't know why I did this. Like I won't give it to the poor. Give it to the next guy. Let them have all that daggone. Let them have all that karmic situation. You can have that. You can have that. Okay. So he's like, I want to make a withdrawal. Yeah, they all do. Yeah, so, yeah, I want to make a withdrawal from the daggone thing. Okay, so we're withdrawing from it. He know it's time. And plus, number two, she's messing up with them being in these karmic situations. We know this, too. They are blocking them from their abundance by staying in that. So he's like, I want to be this wealthy man. But this wealthy man look like he done been through some stuff. Okay, he done went through it. He done became tired a little bit. But he's like, I got my money. This karmic person here, Kiki, feels like she's privileged. To me, when I look at this, I'm hearing, you're getting in the way of what I'm feeling. I'm here, she just got sister girl, fly away. So I'm here now, whatever it is. I'm about to give me some Vaseline. This is what I'm feeling. So she right there, and she smack dab in the daggone middle. I wish you could see it. Smack dab in the middle of this thing. It's like he on one side, the divine feminine is on the other side, because I see the mature card. I'm going to play like what Jupiter 11:11 says about this mature woman is the divine feminine. I can feel that. I feel it resonating coming off the cards here. So you the mature, again, we a divine feminist here. When I see that she got this eyebrow raised, it's like, for real? Now you going to stay there and take all that, and you going to stay there longer than you're supposed. Okay, so this what? And your eyebrow, I know where I get like the kids, I give them that look like, you want me to say something, you gonna say something, you know, because right now you can tell I'm looking at you saying you're doing wrong. I want you to stop tapping on that desk right now. I want you to stop tapping. So you telling this divine master, like, for real, you're like, how long you gonna stay in this situation? I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm just gonna look at you. I'm just gonna give you the look like, really? You stay this here. This one saying she privileged like I'm supposed to. She doing the most. She doing too much. She's over exaggerating. You tell that she really putting on the show for the social media, for the outside here. There's no genuineness here to me when I see it. It's just all for fake and show. This show and tell for me here. You look at it, you like, really? Okay, I ain't gonna say no. I'm just gonna observe, and my eyebrow is just gonna be raised. But you know what that eyebrow means. That means I'm not approving about what's going on. Okay. On the other side here, you got marriage. Now I feel when I look at this part, this goes together. So he's like the courthouse. He's got to get some justice about this situation. He wants a serious commitment with the divine feminine. Now, when I look at this one, sometimes I look at this card, he look like, oh my God. If it's with the karmic, he looks like he's been back and he's let her do the forefront. It's look like to me, it's like I know where I'm at. I'm holding on to my divine feminine. I don't know why when I see this dress part, it always look like it's money. Always look like it's money. So it look like to me it's like she got money in her chest. You know, like they say for the bridal thing chest, you got the money there. Yeah, so you got the money like that. So she's really, to me, every time I see it, this look like she's there like, we're in the money, we're in the money. So that's why we in the money with this one. He knows that's his wealth and his riches, and I think that's the way it, like she represents his abundance. I see the flowers here, things, beauty, blossoming, and like I see the money in his abundance. She represents that, and that's what he wants with that. But this Kiki is dead straight damn dab in the middle of this daggone thing. I don't know if I could. She just straight dab in the middle and there. So that's what's going on with that, with him. Okay, divine feminines. What's my next thing? I used to say, well, we got to surrender. That's going to have to be a continuation. Clear, because you say about that might be for what's happening next week for him. Divine feminines, what do we need to surrender? Because that's everything I need to sign. Do I need to clarify that? Like saying that's not equal opportunity. Do I need to clarify that for the feminists, or move on into what we need to surrender? Let me see. I need a yes. I need a comment. Live chat. Okay, all you saying is going down. Can't hide forever. Ha ha he he. Okay, all right. I don't get no code, so I'm gonna keep on rolling there. Clear. Let's see what's happening with the divine feminines. Get right here. This came out. I didn't pay that. Ooh, imprisonment. Yeah, probably with this family issues, you probably are feeling in prison. You feel in prison right now. I'm going to do a 5-card draw for that then. You want to go on this journey? I'll leave that because that was for you. 5-card draw. Something about where you are location wise. You feel a storm is a brewing. I still, every time when I see that, I can actively see it moving, like Harry Potter and back there, and all this stuff is moving back here. So you feel it's a storm of brewing, maybe about this house or where you are, location, exactly where you call home. Something's happening behind the scenes. It's a storm of brewing. Because you know you're ready for change, you're ready to move, you got your stuff packed up analytically, which means I see a man here packing up stuff in your mind. You got some things you packed up, you're ready to go on to your next destination. One more card. Community. You want this family life, or you also want to kind of commune and get together with, like, it becoming part of the divine twin community. It's just a coming together of I'm just really still saying you want to get along with this, get on this thing as far as you and the divine masculine. You all growing old, maybe having children, you know, just really having something to really just come together about. It's a community card here. It means this is coming together. Yeah, I feel it too. Didn't somebody did the storm? Oh, that was earlier I did, but I did not go on. Okay, yeah, it didn't register. Clear. Okay, let me go. I'm going backwards order. Okay, so now what's happening as far as divine? What things are we shadows? What things are we hiding this week coming up? Come on, divine feminine, for the divine feminine. I didn't state who it was. Thank you. Triumph of lies. Ew. And what is the divine masculine hiding? I cannot believe that my DM showed up pulling his stuff like he usually do. You're so sexy. I'm thinking about you now. I bet you are. Don't show yourself in front of the viewers like that. Such is personality. All right, here we go. Triumph of lies. Let's look and see what this is about. Uh-oh. We're in the money. We're in the money. I'm sure it's stuck in songs of the 20s, on them. You know, that Chicago was the 20s. All right, here we go. The triumph of lies is about appearance. And appearance is always so important in the world. Day by day, it seems more important. Can that be a lie too? We seek to be what the world outside desires, and not necessarily society at large. What I'm picking up again is maybe healing this family issues about what your family believes that you should be to the world, how you should act, how you should be, what you should be doing, you know, those things. Like, you not married yet, who you waiting on? You saying, I'm waiting on my divine masculine. You ain't gonna have no kids, you know. When you at least have the kids, you ain't got to have the man. You're like, wait a second, that ain't even in my philosophy. Where you getting this from? So it seems like to me like family. Yeah, it went right on in. I didn't even read that. Let me be quiet. We seek to be what the world, yeah, okay. Outside our family, our partners, our friends place judgments on what we should be. In the dress we choose, we carve a mass of expectations, behaviors, and values to live by. It offers stability to ourselves and to our relations, as being honest and true to ourselves can be too tiring, too easy to make us hurt. Unfortunately, the relationships with our mask is not as straightforward as it feels. Inside the mask, envy grows, vanity takes root, lack of self-confidence becomes a habit. It gnaws at us and hurts us from the inside. It feels like it's ourselves, but it's not really authentic. It is just a lie we have made habit to believe in. When our lies become a gilded cage and our dress, I think about this, become a burden, we should remember that we were born naked. So something about this family thing is kind of coming up to roost now, about some things that the family has placed judgment on. Your friends could be judgment, your how society could be family groups. If you belong to some kind of organization, that could be considered your family as well. So kind of watch that. They're playing a major part on that. And for the divine masculine, the child, okay, I'm doing pretty good. Child was meant to be, this is alphabet order. What is this? What number is this? Number 8. Thank you. I'm like, I must be no numbers. The child I was meant to be. To go forward is to go backwards, as hope heals the wounds of the past. For divine masculine, there is little darkness in this card. It is a card of connection with ourselves. So many times it feels like dream. It's fleeting, uncertain, and yet clear. The moment we close your hand to grasp it, it turns into fairy light and disappears. But it remains its lingering smell and ephemeral feeling of light and peaches and blossoms. It is faith. It is hope. It is a warm smile at the other side of the forest of smoke and mirrors. We can be whole again. We can be pure again. We can be happy again. No matter what we did, we can. Just know this is a gift of light among the cruel darkness. It brings no road, sometimes no solace, but it can become a seed of hope, a wind of change, a place of safety in the storm. Even if it's gone, it was definitely here. So right now you got some things changing. You kind of in the storm. That's kind of what you're saying about this house. I see in the storm looming in the background of some change. No matter what's going on, to go forward is to go backward, as hope heals the wounds of the past. You got to go back into this past again and heal. You want honeymoon, but it seems like to be, you had that past card came in there. What with Jesus? Yeah, healing of the ages, and you know that. So whatever it is through this relationship that is picking up for this divine masculine, you got to go through it. You got to heal and unearth some of this past things, connections that you had, so you can be able to move forward. So you're going to have to take a couple of steps back to remind yourself to go forward in what's going on. But it's a storm, but you just got to kind of go through it. And you might not find no solace. Like you say, I'm paying to these red flags. Some things, the red flags I'm picking up, you're saying, I don't think I can, it's nothing I can do about it. But just make sure that you plant to see the hope that say, okay, maybe today I can't do it, but this too shall pass. Okay? That's something that you got to kind of deal with that divine masculine. What you got to surrender. I did it for the feminines. Clear. What is the divine masculine? I seen something else, but you all slid out. Okay. So divine feminines, you got to surrender to the magic of who you are. Makes sense, because whatever that these then told you in your family issues have gotten to the point that they had told you that you have kind of diminished you, and then got some low self-esteem issues that's kind of going on with this, and you got to kind of build yourself back up again to say, okay, yeah, these triumphant lies that they done put on me, that we are all magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Clear. Let's look and see what divine things you need to work on. Oh, goddess of nurturing. That makes sense. So you got to nurture yourself. Nurture yourself as to where you are. This look like the Kuan Yin. That's what I thought. Kuan Yin. She's a soft but very powerful. Is a soft but yet powerful divine energy or ascendant master there. So work with that Kuan Yin energy to be, be soft with yourself, being very nurturing with yourself, but being strong, like, no, okay, it's okay. They say X, Y, and Z about me. They say I'm a little chunky. My dad used to call me fat. I know I'm a little curvier than the rest of the family members. Everybody else a little thin. I'm not, but I'm still good. I can find me somebody as curvy as I am, you know. And so then, you know, they say, nah, I'm still cute, you know, thickness in the thighs, call the guys to the yard or whatever it is that I got to tell myself to build myself up, but be gentle with myself, but then still build myself up too. To say, you know, that's not stopping me from my hustle and flow. Okay. For the divine masculine, you are surrendering miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Yes, you need that, especially when you're saying you want to get out of this situation, but you got a lot of things going on. This Kiki is standing right there, dab nabbing right there in the center of every damn thing, just like she would be want to be the center of attention. And on the other side of it, you can pass and can deal with these red flags that's going on, and you can get passing around, go to this courthouse, get this justice that's going on. You could be able to be with your divine feminine, excuse me, and then you could have this marriage or this serious commitment. That's your miracle. You got to surrender to divine timing too as well, because like I said, this karmic is like, yeah, I dare you to get around me. You gonna have to walk all around me, cause yeah, you won't have to go and find them papers to be able to be free or rid of me, because I ain't going nowhere. You could sell that for the way the lining of the cards was. So you got to surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universe's flow. What you can do with divine feminine is go heal these family issues. These family issues is going to help to him, you being the leader, to help him to kind of get himself together. As far as him being in this situation, because probably some kind of way, the way he was thinking led him to believe that, you know what, this is the best that I could be, or the way that family judged him, you know, like you gotta have X, Y, and Z. Okay, well, yeah, let me go and get this karmic, this lady that looks like this Kiki, that's well refined in the world, and you know, dresses a certain way, very social maven, at this and everything like that. And so that calls for also for him to be in this situation due to maybe family and friends pressure, that peer pressure that got him into this situation. So if you deal with that family pressures of how you looking at self, and he's looking at family, and he's looking at family issues and friend issues of how he's being portrayed outside of self, that can be, well, it's kind of almost both ways. It's a difference. Something about you is more inner, and his is more so he got to deal with changing in his environment. Surrender to stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. This is true. He is probably having some kind of bodily ailments. Us on the other end, like I said in my other video, we are also too having some bodily ailments that's pretty much expressing what he's not expressing. Our body is expressing. And what does he need to deal with, clear, to work with as far as divine energy? Enemy, nothing but shattered dreams, It's coming back. So, God of sensuality, okay? So, you really got to be comfortable in the skin that you're in, you know, no matter what. And he looking to me like he confident, like, yeah, you know, I got hooves for feet, you know, but look, my upper body, I got that six-pack going on. Don't worry about, I got these ears here, but I'm still sexy with the way I'm expressing myself. And that's the way you got to be. You know, this type of person that I'm with, I ain't with the Kiki situation. That's not me really being in my authentic self or being my authentic you by doing this. You know, I'm just playing a role just for you, you know. That's it, just like she's just playing a role. Also, goddess of wisdom. You got to get wise. You see these red flags coming up, you too got to become wise about how you're going to deal with this situation, especially when you talk about you're going to file these papers. You've got to find a way of how you're going to be able to deal with that as well. What's the overall? We did the end. I did it in a different way, so I don't need to talk to you because I pulled the cards that way to see what was going on. Let's see what's the overarching. I usually say what's the events. It kind of is going to be into that one, but I kind of did because that's what you're looking at. But let me see, because let's use my routine. Clear for the divine feminine. what's the event that's going to play a part this next week for the Divine Masculine. That's too many. Got you. That's too many too. You really got a lot going on. Yeah, I can deal with that. So, Divine Feminine for this week, you have the Moon. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So, some of you all already, I see you commented on that, is that it's going to be some psychic, some things we can feel something's going on. Like I said, this house with the energies in the back. I'm getting songs, talk about Shattered Dream, the Chicago theme song again. He had it coming, whatever it is, something's going on. And so that's going to help you to kind of release your fears. It's like, okay, yeah, justice is on its way. Justice is for Jay in July. We're going to get justice. Okay, justice is happening in the month of July. So we can see that's going on. Missing an opportunity, disconnect or bored, and open your eyes to the possibility. You feeling pretty much that maybe you might have missed this opportunity being with your Divine Masculine about what's going on his situation. But they say open your mind to the possibilities. Don't worry about that. At 9 of water, your wishes come true. Concerns fade away. A love life. So some of us is going to really get some understanding. He might this week, some of them is going to let this karmic situation go. I put in my educational playlist about one of the readers talking about, it was a week ago, but I put it in there that's talking about that the karmics are going to get their justice is coming. So make sure you look in the educational playlist. I kind of updated and got that together too. For the Divine Masculine, you have the Empress, Archangel Gabriel, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. He's pretty much mirroring what you have to do. So he's working on nurturing himself. He's really looking at, the abundance that he can have with you. I told you that's why I looked at this card here. I seen abundance with this marriage thing. He knows where it can go. He's working on giving birth to his dreams. He also has the 4 of fire, contentment, peace, and abundance, and happy home life. He does not have that where he's at, because this came in reverse. You see me turn the card around. But he's moving into wanting that for himself, which he has contentment, he has peace, he has abundance, he has a happy home life, the successful completion of a project, which is a successful completion of this project of him getting rid of this karmic situation. He's really serving his karmic debt. That's why he feels like, I'm going to go get justice. I'm going to file my papers of appeal. Say, ain't about time for me to be released from this situation, or this going to just keep on going. I'm going to file appeal because little I done served my time. Like the judge talk about. I'm in here in the law library. I ain't making fun of them, but I am making fun. And, they be talking about it. Say, yeah, I've been learning about law, and they in jail. And, I'm going to go looking at these books here at the library. And every day I come, because I'm knowing how I can file my own appeal to get me on out of here. That's the same thing that's what's going on. Some of them do go on to go to law school and, try to do whatever like that to this. So right now he said, nah, I done looked at red flags. I'm up in the library, getting my wisdom together, seeing about how I can plead this case to the powers that be, to the higher up, to say, okay, it's about time. My Divine Feminine has sent it over to me. I oversaid my time. I think I'm not getting that kind of message now in my shundo and my spirit. I done spent a little bit beyond my time. So now I'm going to go to the powers that be and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to file an appeal to say it's time. And fear surrounding money, 5 of earth. Fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Pretty much at the point that you might probably say, my money is funny. I might have to kind of give me a little side action, especially if you maybe in a marital situation with this karmic. You're going to have to find you having fears about that. But you might have to find out, you might get you a good friend that can kind of help you out, Divine Masculine. Somebody's out there. Either the good friend is the angels, your guides, your guardian angels. the ascended masters, they're going to give you the resources and how you can do it. Then you got also the physical. You might have family that actually say, you know what, I've been seeing you struggling in this marriage. Don't look like you need to stay in there. You know, if there's some kind of way I can help, I can. Maybe some friend that say, you know, I got a good divorce lawyer that work with you. If you want to get out this situation, they might work with you pro bono or give you a nice deep discount, because I know them. They my cousin, and they do real pretty good on divorces as well. Or you know, just maybe you have your other friends that just really kind of talk to you and just really say, okay, you know what, I see what's going on, I'm here for you. I can't help you financially, but you know, I'm gonna give you the support to let you know you're not by yourself in this, that you write about how you feeling about this karma, how you feeling about Kiki. I've been looking at her too sideways. I don't like the way how she presented. She more so for the world than she is for you in this marriage. So you know, I'm here for you. So you might find some more this week that's doing that for him. I think I got that. I don't want to cover no more. We at the 50 mark, clear, which means change. So I want to see what's the divine masculine want to say to the divine feminine, and what's the divine feminine want to say to the divine masculine. So let's start with the divine. I'm gonna start with the divine masculine, since you was sweet talking me earlier. What do you want to say to the divine feminine? I'll take these two, and then divine feminine. What do you want to say to the divine masculine? This came right on up. Divine masculine to divine feminine, he says, do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Okay, so although you want to retreat, but just don't forget about also paying attention to these family issues. This is what I want to say. Also sending love to him is the divine masculine. You know, while you're in this kind of fighting for your life and trying to get things together and you're retreating, just don't forget about others as well. Okay. Look like it's got like a rabbit, which means like a new beginning. I see the squirrel means you really hard at work. I forgot what the bluebird means. Bluebirds mean something. And you got a deer here, which is like your innocence, and that's there. But I definitely know the other ones, what they represent, the bunny. Okay, and then you say turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. To me, when I look at this, it's like, to me, it's like a lighthouse. Turn on your light so I can know where to find you. You know, when you turn your heart on, that turns my heart on. That makes me much stronger to deal with what I'm going through in this situation. So don't turn your heart off to me. Okay, so remember that, divine feminines, that you keep the heart light on so he can be able to find you, know which way he's directed. He's actually supposed to be going. Remember, you're the leader. He's leading. So keep those things in mind this week, to keep that heart chakra open at all times, you know. And then also divine feminine, you saying to the divine masculine, embrace your emotions. Don't push your feelings or judge your emotions. Because I can see why you're saying that, especially when you say you see red flags. You know how men do. Nah, they ain't nothing. You know, I can deal with this. I could. You know, she ain't doing nothing but getting on my nerves, and she treating me wrong. She talk about her family members to other people. But you know what? I'm cool. I'm all right with this situation. I can deal with it. You know, I'm strong because I'm the man. No, if you're feeling like something ain't right, then something ain't right. Deal with it. Address it. You know, sit down with the spirit and see how you can go on here, talk to your good friend as well, of how you can be able to deal with the situation too. Those are the things that you got to kind of do. Now, ain't no I'm good, you bleed and sound like my dad. Nah, you can't breathe. Nah, you're not talking, I'm good. Now just let me stay here. Let me get a good sleep in, good nap in, and then I'll be set. No, we gotta go to the hospital. This ain't gonna work. You ain't breathe. You barely breathing. You know, that stuff. You can barely walk it. You falling down. I'm got to pick you up and drag you into the house. That ain't healthy. And I ain't know I'm cool. I'm all right. Just let me lay here. You on the couch. No, that ain't gonna work. So anyway, so that's the same thing with the divine masculine. He's doing. He's saying, you telling him, no, don't play that I'm cool stuff. No. Pay attention to, you know, like I used to talk to my dad. Okay, now how you feeling? I'm good. No, how are you feeling? Check into it. That's why you got to keep your heart open so you can be able to communicate to them. Because sometimes when you got them feelings that you got coming from the divine masculine, to kind of say, okay, wait a second, I'm feeling a certain way. Let me send this to you, telepathy through my heart, because you don't speak. They say we don't speak anymore through our minds. We speak through our heart. Okay, what's going on with you? Okay. All right, there. Okay, let's adjust here. You know, what something's wrong. Some storm is brewing. Okay, all right, sit and meditate. You know, just kind of send those thoughts to you. And he'll talk back to you. Okay, this is what you got to do. Maybe you're the friend also that he's got to reach out to as well, to kind of let him know and guidance about what direction that he actually needs to go into. Okay, we're going to stop right here. This has been a fun Saturday. I'll do you live. I will probably try to do this a little bit more often. With that, remember again, I'm doing my specials, $15 for 30 minutes. Can he send all his emotions to you? Yes, he can. He can. That's why I said we will feel it either energetically through our minds, Well, that's true. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, he will kind of tap in, but he'll send it to our bodies. We can feel it energetically, and we have to learn how to be able to block off that energy as well. That's why I say do the energy work that you can. Too, if you don't know how to do it and it's just too strong, like I said, go see Jupiter 11:11. Yeah, you will feel, because we're connected. I am him, he is me. You know, that is. And he probably, like, literally when he sent the card, say, I'm thinking about you. He probably literally is thinking about me right now at this point. And I know several reasons why. But what's going on. But you can feel it. If you can do it, because sometimes I know I was at the point, I like, listen, I just cannot shake it. I'm sorry. I can't push this off. You have to go see like Jupiter 11:11. It helps you kind of with your chakras, get yourself aligned, how to shake it off. I definitely will also recommend Patricia Mcnealy. She's here in the Chicagoland area. She does also through Zoom. She can do also virtual over as well, to you, to help you work out with that energy work alignment. She does. You don't have to be in front of her. She can do that through Zoom, and she'll do energy work through you there. Those are the things to kind of help you to learn how to detach from that. Yeah, you probably are. So I would definitely would say, yeah, definitely uh, get with Patricia McNeely. I would definitely make sure you go just through my email, which you already, I thought you already contact me, but make sure email me, divine, if not divine twin, no, divineunisoul's11.com. I can give you her number. I can send you a recommendation about that, because it's beyond my scope. I'm not going to even try to touch and feel and tell you about what needs to be going on with that. You need some energy work to be done, and right now I have not, that gift has not been revealed to me just yet. I'm not saying I don't have it. It has not been revealed, and I don't want to be playing around with you and you say, oh my God, it's worse, I'm dying. You know, so that we don't want none of that kind of stuff happening at all. So definitely with focus. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go do some energy too, because especially with my dad passing and stuff, and I need to get kind of back realigned as well. Okay, so don't forget about the $15 special. I did not, some of you all, you continue on. I'm going to cancel out the thing. Spirit had been hollering for me a long time. Say, do it free, do it free, do it free. With that, I will do the seminars free. If you want to send a love donation, you have been blessed by the seminars, I will, you know, I don't have a problem with you. PayPal, that's all that information will be down below. With that, but that is it. So I'll let the universe open myself up and let it send abundance and send me back that good back in return by me giving this. So next week will be trust. So we definitely need to do that on the seminars. Will be trust. I'm going to send out a assessment for you all to do, and then I'll do my presentation about trust issues, and which how that leads on to our relationships with everything, the job, the family, whatever, and then how that also plays a part of blocking that. And then I'll do also an overall reading at the end for that. Okay, I done went over my time. Thank you. And I see the numbers drop because I said I was going to be finished, and I am going to be finished. So until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste. Namago. Mwah. Love you.